One of the first things that comes up whenever people read or watch something about letting go is a question that sounds simple yet feels impossible. How do I actually let go? I was that way too. It seemed the more books I would read, the more videos I'd watch, speakers I'd listen to, they address the key to happiness is via letting go. But when I dove deeper into it, there was no process for how to do it. It's like you know what to do, but you don't know how to do it. And the how do you let go question is really loaded with a lot of frustration because you want to move on. You know, holding on is keeping you stuck. And yet, when you try to do letting go, nothing changes. You're left in that uncomfortable in between space between wanting to release but feeling locked inside the grip of those old emotions, memories, or patterns. Here's what's very essential for you to know: letting go isn't something the conscious mind can actually do. This is how come when you ask yourself, how do I? You may realize that you don't get an answer. Letting go is an unconscious activity. Letting go is unconscious. To give you an example, think about this. Can you actually force yourself to fall asleep? Of course, you can't. What you do is you create the right conditions. You turn off the lights, you get into the bed. You may start to do some mindfulness stuff like slowing your breathing down. But sleep, even when you do all those things, sleep itself happens. And it's because sleep is an unconscious process. Letting go works in the same way. The conscious mind tries to control it like a to-do list. It's saying things like, okay, how do I let go? What steps do I take? What do I need to do? But the release doesn't happen through force. It happens when the unconscious mind shifts, when it decides the old grip is no longer needed. That's why sometimes letting go happens unexpectedly. A memory that used to bother you suddenly feels lighter, and that emotion that it was attached to is no longer there. An emotion that felt endless suddenly fades. Here's why this is important to know: you didn't do it, it simply just unfolded naturally. As a hypnotist, this is where conversational hypnosis comes in, because hypnosis is not about taking control. It's about creating the right conditions so the unconscious mind can do what it already knows how to do. Through language, metaphors, suggestions, new possibilities open. I had a client. I invited him to notice his hand when it clenched into a fist. After a while, the hand naturally begins to open. That simple experience became a metaphor for his release. The unconscious learns. Letting go happens when you allow it, not when you force it. Being in that in between space, wanting to let go, but feeling unable, it's not failure. That's something that's very critical for you to know. It's actually a great place to be because it means your unconscious is preparing, sorting, working behind the scenes, even though you don't know what's happening. This is what I like about hypnosis, because hypnosis, it meets you exactly in that place. Instead of fighting the conscious question of how, it gently turns your attention inward, where letting go isn't a command, but an unfolding process. So just remember, letting go is not something you do, it's something that happens. Your unconscious mind already knows how to release old patterns, just as it knows how to heal a cut, digest food, or guide you into sleep. And conversational hypnosis is simply the art of helping you step out of the way so the process of letting go can finally begin. If you found this video very helpful and valuable and gave you a lot of insight, and you're someone who is finally ready to let go, below this video is a link to my website where you can apply to work with me. Go there now, because you're going to realize how easy it is to let go.